just a quick stream check. Make sure that none of the pizza is in my. We're good. Okay. See, professional.
The pizza was great, and I ate it.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh,
to
it was
that.
wonderful. This is the best 10th anniversary I've ever had.
All right, Bear, you're asking me if I brought pizza to a digital chat room to share with you.
Digital pizza?
I love you, man.
Is that what we're saying?
Well, that's also going to be the second single off my new album.
Digital pizza? Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, Tim and I sit right next to each other.
Yeah, we can basically see our faces every time we look up from the computer monitor, and we stare.
Why do you park your car so far from the bar? Well, if I talked like that, I would, because the parking is cheaper further away. I don't know how is that a question?
We are all Bostonians here.
Yes.
Yes.
Technically, I am from Connecticut. I went to school in Rhode Island, and I've been told that I have like the standard Connecticut Weather Channel accent. Whatever.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means anymore. So, thank you for everybody showing up and being here. Tim, I don't currently have any questions that I look like I can throw at you from...
Nah.
Sorry, I'm rolling over the headphone cord. Hey, thanks. I'm a handsome fella. I appreciate that. Food transfer protocol, FTP. The jokes. The jokes keep going.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry.
I'm
completely distracted by chat. I'm like, all I want to do is read it. All I want to do.
It's fun. I've been reading it all day. I don't know if I'm getting any work done, but I love it.
So
I'm celebrating the 10th anniversary. That's what matters.
Right. So one of the big questions that sometimes comes up in my direction are do devs hang out in the forums? Do devs actually read that feedback? And I mean, from what I gather, talking to you and Pinion a lot, you do. You spend a lot of time in the forums listening to player feedback. Do you have any favorites?
Favorite feedback?
Favorite feedback specifically from the forums. That I felt like there's a lot of F's in that sentence.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, let me back it up a little.
Yeah.
And basically, yeah, we actually do read a lot of its stuff. I know Maid of Lion's Opinion read the forums a lot. I don't as much, but I'm on live a ton, and so the world chat. I see a lot that goes on in world chat, and I read a lot of world chat while I'm in live. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we constantly see feedback. Sure. There have been plenty of times where I'm on live and I will see someone go, "Hey devs," and then blah 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 blah.
Sure.
And I'll just think to myself, "Oh man, I wonder if they realize that a dev actually happened to be on at the same time and read that and is thinking about that thing."
Sure. No, it's fascinating to me. So I used to spend a lot of time in the forums, but then my job sort of changed and I have to pay attention to that less and pay attention to other things more.
Yep.
One of the questions that we just got from YouTube was, could you tell us a little bit more about how you plan to promote LOTRO in the future? Especially now with the upcoming things and all the fun stuff coming up in the future. And I mean, I think you're watching one of the tools, right? So in talking about games, we're trying to get old and new players alike excited about something as monumentous as Lord of the Rings Online. You use all the avenues, right? So
yeah.
Stream is something that we can connect with you guys directly. We can answer questions live. It sounds like from chat just today alone is we want more time with the devs. I know I'm rather selfish and I want more time with the devs. So I think that would be fun.
More time talking to people on the camera.
Do you feel like you and I talk enough? Sitting next to each other?
Sometimes no. Some days yes. Some days more than yes.
You know what? I'm sorry for those days that have been lacking in communication. I'm gonna step my game up.
It's okay, Jacob.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
So Twitch and our streamers and everybody on YouTube who has been making videos and talking about the game.
Oh, I love all these videos.
Coming back. Just had a lot of conversation in another channel about people coming back after X period of years. I was on Brandywine the other night. People are saying, "Hey, this is my first time back in 3 years. What's going on?" And just getting reacclimated. And so it's been really awesome to see our community step up and get people in and moving. So streams working. I think YouTube is great. We've been doing a lot of direct communication on Twitter. So if you're not following Twitter or Facebook, then you should totally do that. And that'll allow you to get direct updates from Quarterman, right there. We started up a new newsletter called the LOTRO Beacon. I think we're on
issue 8.
Yeah, issue 8.
Is the newest issue.
I was going to say 6, but clearly I'm paying attention to all of the links. And so, in-depth question. So Jacob, confirm or deny, as a marketing person, do you eat souls? The answer is no. Marketers tell stories, right? And that's something that we've been working really hard with the dev team to do well. And we've been working with Todd, who you guys talked to earlier, about getting the in-game feel and the out-of-game feel more in sync, so that way you're getting what we're telling, and following through on the stuff that we're promising. So those are the big things. So I don't like souls. I like hugs. Pizza was already delivered. Chocolate is really the next thing on my list. So I don't feel like you have to send it tonight. We've been told to get a room. Apparently we were broing it up too much.
Nope. Sorry.
So we've been getting a lot of questions, and I talked about this really, really early. Robbie T. I love you, man. Speaking of broing it up too much. So got a lot of questions throughout the day about sales, when we're putting stuff on sale, when we're doing new coupons. Basically, if you follow the social media channels, if you follow Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, you're going to find out. And we're working on updating our email service right now, so that way we can get that back up to full speed. You guys can get on board if you want, and we can continue communicating in that way if everybody's up for it. But as far as talking about sales today and whether or not I'm going to discount things, or whether or not Tolero is going to discount things, or what we're doing with any of that stuff, that's not what today is about. Today is about celebrating the fact that LOTRO has made it for 10 years at being awesome. Boom.
10.
10. I don't know. So I know you did the housing areas.
Yep.
And I know that there's been some instances you've done content and quests, and you've done a whole bunch of stuff.
Want me to just run through it?
Whoa.
I'll just run through. I'll tell you what I've been doing since 2014.
Do it. Give me a rundown.
2014, Tadrin.
Boom.
Yeah, in Belfast.
There you go.
I did.
I'm gonna say boom every time.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Just as a prep.
Ringlow Vale.
Boom.
Part of Doran Ernal.
Boom.
What's it? Oh, South Athelion.
Boom. I'm ready.
Sunken Labyrinth.
Boom.
Let's see. What's next? Part of Minas
Woo.
Pelennor Fields.
Woo. Boom.
Talathanor.
Boom.
And Tower Druidan.
Okay. Boom. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I already mentioned Keys of the Harlons.
Yeah, that's fact.
Slag Hills.
Wow.
I did that.
All right.
I did the post Pelennor.
So did
Pelennor
instances?
Yeah.
Have you done any instances?
I just named the two of them.
Well, so just those
Slunken. Wow. Sunken Labyrinth.
Yep.
And Keys of the Harlons. Those are the two I've done.
Boom.
Maybe I'll do more. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do more.
Yeah. All right. Sounds great.
It's all about time, you know?
Yeah.
It's a time investment. But you know what I did? You know what? The thing I did most recently that just came out that I worked on is the 10th anniversary scavenger hunt.
Nice.
I had a lot of fun working on that.
That's brand new.
Brand new.
It literally started last week on the 20th.
Last week, yeah.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying the anniversary. I know that we did an update today to fix some things, and we're moving forward and keeping an eye on everything. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. You know, getting in, playing around. I know the anniversary is something. So Maid of Lions was talking about how his wife likes to be the completionist and go through things. Are there things that when we do a game update that you absolutely need to do hands down every time?
Was that it? Sorry,
the fan's starting to
I
go.
know, I did this fan.
So every single update, like, you absolutely rush in to do.
Oh, when I'm playing an update?
Yeah.
After it comes out?
Yeah.
Well, I have to play every single quest.
Fair.
I try to. I try to be a completionist on
good.
each update.
Yeah.
Like, right now, I haven't finished it, but I am this close to getting the herbalism steed. Well, just a few quests away. That's a hard deed.
No,
That's a lot of quests.
I feel like I am the one kind of holding everybody back by not being a cab. Like, I feel like I've gotten lapped. I've gotten lapped by all of you. Which is, I mean, devs are supposed to do that. So let's see. We got questions. Is update 20 Mordor bigger than Moria? TBD.
TBD.
You're gonna hear more about that hopefully in the future. Man. So taters.
It's not gonna be small though.
No, it's
not small.
No. No. I got asked to say boom. Boom.
Boom.
Let's go. So the scavenger hunt too. So also to throw this out there, it's meant to come back next year too, and we're going to be tacking years onto it so that there's new places to go, new things to do. So there you go. So never a thing to miss out on, and it's running until July. I think it's July 13th.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. You'll have plenty of time to do every quest if you want to do every quest. It's not something you have to do. It's only if you want to. But yeah, next year we'll have a year 11 quests, more than one quest.
Excellent.
Probably 3 because we usually do 3 a year.
Yeah.
So
I'm being informed in chat that I was slightly rude. I didn't introduce myself. For those of you just tuning in, you're live with us talking to Tim Dwyer, one of the devs on Lord of the Rings Online. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary as an amazing MMO experience. And I am Jacob, QuarterMasterU. I'm the brand and user acquisition manager here at Standing Stone Games. So hopefully that gets everybody caught up. You know who I am. You know why I got the beard on.
Yeah.
I don't always wear a suit jacket. And apparently it's giving some fantastic effects happening in camera right now. So occasionally I'll do this.
It's pretty trippy.
Right. So there was a question that I can actually directly answer right now. So Darkest Men, why the Steam expansions were removed. So during a transition, basically what happened, we had to move the Steam accounts and all this other stuff. And with an event that happened last year, which we internally called the KCS migration, where we took all of the keys that we had ever made and put them into a completely different system so they would give you the exact same thing using completely different technology. And so that all happened last spring. We started running out of keys, realized that we couldn't upload because they were a new format. So we go through this whole process. So what we're doing is we're currently in the process of ironing all that out. We're hoping to bring back all of those very soon. I don't have a date, basically because I got to do some of this work by hand. And while I'm in there by hand, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to update as far as copy and making sure that our screenshots are good and Also, the minimum spec requirements, which I got localized in French and German. Yeah. So there you go. So hopefully that answers your question. So Thumpkin, Crick Hollow, where can I sign up for marketing and news emails from Standing Stone Games and LOTRO? Right now that feature is down. Once we have that readily available for you to opt back in, we'll get you that information so that we're good to go. And that way, everybody can be 100% fully updated with exactly what's going on. I'm talking with my hands a lot. This is weird because I don't normally do this. So asking about Mordor pre-orders, guys.
Whoa,
guys, we got 5 more hours of stream. Also, soon is the answer that you would get to that. Basically because we are working all of that out. So the minute we know, you'll know. There you go. Yeah. Also, there was a man. I don't have. Well, I don't know if it's a man. It was a male character. There you go. Could be anybody. Could be like a 45-year-old space alien.
Could be a dwarf.
Real life. On Brandywine, shepherding people into the Dead Marshes. So, thumbs up to people in game hooking people up.
Oh yeah.
And getting them through the scavenger hunt and doing awesome things. So
I saw somebody on another server, which I won't say which one, but
yeah, that's fine.
Because it's the one I play on, and
no, that's okay.
I don't want people to find out. My character,
I've already told
obviously.
people we showed my stuff earlier. I don't understand how time works. It's fine.
But yeah, it's awesome. When we designed the scavenger hunt, we designed it as something that would help bring the community together in order to solve, finish the quest, solve problems, because we knew going to all this old content, we were going to cause issues that we couldn't find through testing.
Right.
It's just going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And so we were like, we know that the community is going to band together, and they're going to be able to solve issues.
Yeah.
That
Fellowships are really, really important in our game anyway.
That seeing people, with getting people to Dead Marshes is awesome. Awesome.
And that's just one of the cool things that people are doing for each other. Our community is amazing.
It is.
And I'm constantly impressed about everything. So 2 questions about the website. So one is, are we going to get Bjornings ever updated onto the site? So unfortunately, that particular page was hard-coded and can't be edited. It made me very sad to find that out. And we are currently working with a few experts to figure out maybe we want to do a site redesign. I'm not going to promise anything. We're talking right now. Keeping it real low key at this point. The lottery is down for a while now. Will it come back like Hobnanigans did? That was a functionality that was built into something that just the technology got deprecated. It was hand coded. Something went wrong, and it just fizzled out. So we're using things like Twitch, Twitter, things like that to get codes out and stuff like that. So all more important reasons for you to follow, like, and subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, not necessarily in that order, but in any order that you see fit. Cordovan walked back in. Hello.
Hey.
How was dinner? Was it good?
It was great, thank you.
Excellent.
Yay.
I like it when
Feel free
people...
to wrap up continue your conversation if you want to. Or
Take your time. Take another 5. It's fine. 3 years. 5. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Roycon. It's fair. Oh man. So let's see. QU, you have not answered some questions you've been asked.
Uh-oh.
Okay, all right.
Looks
Well,
like
I'm putting myself on blast right now.
You were asked a question.
Everything.
What are some of my favorite parts about my job in the last 10 years? Wow. So a little bit about me. I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail. I started off in customer service. I came in. I was on third shift as an in-game support rep, and so I ran around and helped people. And so in my 13 months of not seeing the sun, I I got to see and experience a lot of the community. I got to see a lot of fantastic group content. One of my favorite things was if people were doing like tier 2 challenge mode things and they submitted a ticket, I would follow the group. So I would actually see how they would run it through. And I've probably seen seven different ways of doing one instance, like with different configurations and whatnot. Some of my favorite moments have been in Moria. Obviously, I'm a little biased. Hey, come and have a seat.
Have a seat.
So yeah. Apparently, I remind somebody in chat of an actor on TV, but they can't place the name, and that's fine.
Interesting.
That's fine.
You remind me about
I hope it's not Dan
half
Aykroyd.
of the actors on TV.
Oh, that's not good. I don't want to be that guy. What do I need to do to change? Don't answer that.
Okay.
That was a leading
about
question.
30% of the dwarves in our game.
Well, back in 2007 when I wasn't working here, they green screened me as a dwarf. So that is a lie, is what I just said. Let's see what's going on.
You got me thinking about experiences in game that you've had.
Yeah.
And
what are some of yours?
The first time I got to Moria, because you're talking about Moria, right? First time I got to Moria, I found it to be very challenging.
Sure.
As a player.
Yeah.
And because of
especially with Suicide Goat.
Well,
Suicide Goat was my favorite.
It was mainly Flaming Deeps, honestly.
Yeah.
Flaming Deeps. I got there and I was just like, it's so oppressive. I can't do it. And it actually, because it was hard, I found other people to group up with and ended up joining a guild because it was the first time I'd ever joined a guild and playing the game. So it was like a really nice, camaraderie and
right. I loved all those
building.
Instances.
The Moria instances, especially the ones you had to do for your class quest items.
Yep. I loved Scrades. I got really addicted to Scrades for a very long time. And some of the best stuff that I've ever done in kinships has been, 21st Hall and Drunson and Deep and those guys. Yeah. So, what about you? What have been? You've seen everything.
I have not seen everything.
You've seen everything.
I didn't start playing till 2009.
No, okay.
I'm not even a legit 10-year player.
But as a tester, you've gotten access, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
In that respect, does that color your experience? So like your in-game experience playing through something as a player, and then you come in and you experience it as a tester. Does that change the way that you think about it?
So I have certainly filed bugs while playing at home in the living room. I'm like, oh darn. I send myself the email going, file that bug.
Yep.
So in that sense, it interrupts my play occasionally.
Sure.
From the other perspective, I try to avoid content testing as much as possible so that it doesn't spoil my enjoyment of the story.
Yeah.
I test the content when I have to, but we spread out our all of the testing that's needed, and I go, I'll take that engineering task and that systems task and that crazy crash all the things task and all the patch testing and logging in on Macintosh, and you guys get the epic story testing, so I don't spoil it before I get to play it.
So I just got asked a question that we sort of we've put in front of a few people in different language, but I'm just gonna use the same language from chat. So QuarterMasterU, what are your biggest disappointments in the game? And mine has been the fact that I can't do everything because I, like Tim, am a little bit of a completionist, and there's just so much after 10 years of, amazing storylines that you have to catch up. And now I look, and so to everybody who's in the stream around 1:15, you saw my quest log. I'm like 55 out of 70 of stuff that I haven't finished, and I have to do it. I have to do it.
And
which is why
Jacob, you still have 9 more character classes to go.
Oh my god!
It's
gonna be great. So my elf minstrel is my main. That was one of the questions. Like, so do you two have mains? Like main character and what are you guys rocking right now?
So I started my very first character, who is sadly still in her 30s and pretty much only does festivals, is a hobbit hunter.
She's a very happy character.
Because I started playing her with my sister and my brother-in-law, and my sister quit playing, and so now that hobbit only festivals. My three main characters that are the highest level are dwarf minstrel, captain, female captain, and a runekeeper who's also a dwarf. That's weird. Yeah. I
tend to err on the side of elves and dwarves.
I made an elf warden.
Yeah.
And I got to level 18. And then I decided I could test warden, but I was not gonna memorize all those gambits. No way.
So we got asked a question. Does anybody have the number of quests, deeds, and titles in game? So I know our
total number.
Yeah. So.
We could find that out. I don't know.
We could find that out. But
I
do
do
we
not
want
know.
to say?
So what I have is a total that includes all of our test quests.
Yeah.
And deeds, doesn't separate out the deeds and the quests.
Yeah. It's sort
and
of
includes things that have been removed from the game or never were completely implemented, and so it's not an accurate number.
Fair. So
it's in
a lot.
Thousands.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's tons.
And we had to test over 13,000 of them when we implemented the mithril travel to NPC. And we automated a whole bunch of that, but about 10% of it still had to be tested by hand. That failed the automated testing. It was awesome.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
There's a lot in the game. There's there's a lot still to be seen.
So going back to characters.
Sure. He can sit down now if you want. All right. Yeah.
Going back to characters for a second.
Yeah, do it.
So I have 3 characters, but just one main. My 2 lesser characters right now are a dwarf guardian and a Bjorning. But my main is a man champion.
Okay.
Which is capped. I love them.
Nice.
It's funny, my minstrel almost always groups with champions for some unknown reason.
Southern Belle, it may just be that your cache is not updating the images. I had a similar problem. You just have to remove the images from the file, and the game client will pull new next time it loads up. Asking about seeing the 18.2 coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although I can check on the language too. It might just be I uploaded the wrong one, which is totally possible. Human error, that happens. Put it on my list of things to do tonight. Later at 1:00 in the morning.
Please do it tomorrow, Jacob.
Oh, thanks, Barb.
As a QA professional.
Well, no, you know what? I appreciate you setting up bumpers. So, I mean, here's more of the process, right? We talked about content and testing and art and the back and forth and all this stuff, and have something to fix. But what if I mess it up again at 1:00 in the morning just because I have access to the thing? It's not always smart. So this is another reason why we sometimes wait till the next day. Thank you for your reports, and let's all sit down and discuss it after we've had some coffee and a good balanced breakfast.
And there's 3 or 4 people around who will help you.
Right. No, wrong file, wrong folder. No.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is awesome. I really enjoyed asking you guys questions and getting some more talk time with Tim.
Yeah.
Talk time with Tim.
There's a lot of T's in that.
That sounds like it should be its own show.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry,
Weekly.
talk time with Tim.
I like it.
All right. Stream.
Friday. I don't know.
Can I get a hashtag talk time for Tim?
Hashtag.
And see if you like it.
All right.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks everybody. Soon we're gonna have.
You'll stay there.
All right.
Happy 10th.
Yeah, we're gonna get Sev
10th anniversary
live and
dinner.
direct, and I'm gonna try really hard not to go into like my DJ voice.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Can we do a show where we just talk in that radio voice? Like, yeah, that'd be fun. Any level crease planned? So I know that is something that we're thinking about with the future, which we're going to be talking about very shortly. So for